It happened.
That's what it was.
So gang, this one here is a class 2 rapid. This one we refer to as swimmer's rapid because we allow folks to jump out and swim through it if they want. If you're feeling so inclined to hop out, you're welcome to swim.
Right. You want to do it?
Yeah.
We'll get up a little closer.
All right, let's
Jump
do
out
it.
now. You going too?
I'm so excited, bro.
Right here. We'll get up a little closer. I'll let you
All right. Anyone want to go with him?
So you just
I'll go too.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't want to be the only one.
in this one, all you're going to do is just float on your back, your feet up, face downstream, and you're breathing. You going in?
Yeah.
Just swim back to us.
All right.
Here we go.
Ken, you want?
I said, good
Pull-
luck.
pull-
Good luck,
Ready?
Justin.
Go for it.
Little synchronized.
Here you go. Here you go. Oh, there it goes.
Go forward.
Do good.
Sid, where you at?
What's up, Jim?
All right.
Good one. Good one, Miss. How was it?
No, that was good.
Better than the water park, right? Where's Sid?
Oh,
Oh, there he is. Coming up.
I wasn't even swimming at one point. I was just floating along
we
so
saw
fast.
you chilling.
Look at all this one. Look. Hey, look at this.
Nice work.
Dude, getting in is the hard part, honestly.
Yeah. All right.
There he is.
Hey, good job, guys.
Hey, look at this.
Older than you think,
Look at all
right?
this water I got in here.
No way.
How's it smell?
They're all worn out now. We got no power.
Oh, you got plenty of power.
Feeling good, Sid?
I don't know.
Hey, I don't know.
I'm just fixing your camera.
Exactly what I wanted to hear. I need to
Nice
start running
little
again.
straight.
You're
I'm bent.
You're in like no, you're in like settings. I think. Oh yeah, it's the setting icon is up. It was good, yeah.
Pop it out.
It was fun.
Yeah, okay.
You want to answer? It's just on the front. It's a little thing. Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
Oh, it's still going. All right. Fun.
Nice work, gang.
Might want to tilt it.
Doing it. Nice calm stretching. Keep those feet on brace if you want. Stretch your legs out.
Will you readjust it? Is it tilted?
Yes, sir. I'll do it. Good. Look up.
There we go. Thanks, sir.
So welcome to Gorge National Park. Pretty cool spot.
Yeah.
So how did it get the name New River? Where's the old river?
Where's the
Question. Perfect segue. So the New River, when folks were first surveying this region, right? George Washington actually was a surveyor before he got into military and then politics and stuff. And so surveyors were coming out this way, kind of mapping the area, seeing what was going on. And the first surveyors to come out here came across this river, and on their map found a new river.
Huh.
They were going to send it back to Europe to then let the king name it, right? Because the king gets to name everything. When it got back to Europe, they looked at it and thought that they just named it New River. So it just stuck. That's the story.
New River.
That's fun.
So it's not Victoria.
And it just so happens to be the second oldest river in the world.
That's great.
This river and the Nile River, the only two major waterways in the world that flow directly. Which is weird.
What does
So
this
what-
drain into? Oh, go ahead.
So what, at the end of time, really cut the interior gorge? Was it partially glacier or partially?
This part was not glacier.
Okay.
This was cut. So the river was formed,
Yeah.
and then the Appalachian mountain chain. There was an uplift in it. The Appalachian mountain chain formed after the river was already there.
Oh.
Because if the Appalachians would have been there first, this wouldn't be flowing north through them, right? So it goes up north, Appalachians formed, and in this particular region of Appalachia, this is called the Allegheny Highlands, right? And this is a huge, our county, Fayette County, is like a huge plateau in the mountains, right? And so this gorge was cut through that plateau. Yeah, the park itself is 70,000 acres. There's 53 miles of protected river. And you're doing like the bottom, or the northernmost 7 miles.
What
It's
river
53?
does this drain into?
So this river flows, and then it meets up with another river that we raft called the Gully.
Okay.
And where they meet, they form a different river called the Canal. The Canal flows up into Charleston, West Virginia, and then dumps into the Ohio,
Okay.
and then Mississippi. So this will end up in the Gulf.
Oh, okay.
Makes a
Hey, what'd I
big-
say? I said to go to
big
Ohio.
route
Oh, yeah.
back all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico, which is kind of crazy. Considering we're like, hours from the Atlantic.
Yeah.
So where are the headwaters?
The headwaters are in western North Carolina.
You think you did a trip back or something?
The closest town is Boone, North Carolina. It's got a
So you think I
north
should
and
time
south
this?
fork of the new there.
Or with helmet is fine.
Flows through the western part of North Carolina into Virginia.
Oh, so I got in the water. That's fine.
And how is that for paddling and rafting?
It's pretty flat. Yeah,
So it's really nice.
yeah, very chill, very mellow. Class 2 and 3. This stretch we're doing has all the 4s and 5s on the entirety of the.
Oh, really?
From the bridge, when you're at the visitor center up there, there's an overlook. You can see a rapid. I know which one is.
It's called, you can see Miller's Folly. The big one.
Folly. That means so
Yeah, so there,
Kinda got it.
the camping situation in the gorge is really first come, first serve. There's multiple beaches and spots you can camp if you're doing a multi-day river trip. Like you could easily do a 4 or 5 day stream, and a bunch of different spots you can camp out. It's great. And then there's tons of hiking and mountain biking trails and trail running stuff, and places you can backcountry camp. There's designated campsites if you're looking for that kind of road, like drive up camping, that kind of stuff.
Biggest rapid again.
We'll do 2 rapids that are rated for
Can
class
you
5.
toast it?
One of them is called the Keys.
Just tilt the port a little
Keeney
bit.
Brothers Rapid. And then the other one is
Look
called
up, look
Douglas.
up. How you normally sit? Yeah, that's good.
And do they stay 5 year
Yep.
round? Or
Here we go again.
Here we go.
Pretty
Here I go
much
again.
5s are 5s year round.
Are they?
Dude,
Pretty
white
much.
snake?
The
I'll dance on
rapids
your
can
car.
fluctuate
That's
a lot
on my
per
car.
class. Like we'll have some today that are 4s that will become 3s or 2s later in the summer with less water. But generally speaking, if a rapid's a class 5, it's gonna always be a 5 just because it's got so much danger in the rapids. Yeah, good question.
Is this a 1 or a 2?
Yeah, so like a 1 is just any moving one.
Okay.
Right? And then if you've got some white caps, probably could be a 2.
Okay.
And when you get into class 3s, it means there's some maneuvering you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when we look at a river and like the flow of a river, we measure it in what's called CFS, cubic feet per second. Okay? So you can tell me the CFS that's on this river, and then I can know what's going on in each rapid, right? So cubic foot of water, you can imagine like a men's basketball. It's about a cubic foot of water. Right now, our flow, every second passing underneath our boat, there are about 10,000 CFS. 10,000 basketballs of water.
Like all the way down to the
Passing underneath.
the
Yeah,
floor.
bank to bank,
Okay.
whole river, 10,000
Okay.
CFS. The cool thing about the new, like what's really cool about it commercially, with guiding and stuff, the range of flows that I can take you down this river goes from 1,000 CFS up to 32,000. So there's a huge range, so like
Imagine
all
32,000
different options,
basketballs.
different things you can do. It's like being on a different river.
What is that?
Yeah, what is?
Is that a duck?
Oh, what is it?
That is part of a tree branch
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus.
that has submarine footage trapped in the bottom of the river.
That was terrifying. It was running at us.
That's what's left of my crew from yesterday.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't a good day.
Look at it go.
For them.
Let's go forward 3.
Dude, that's just like Yogi Bear or something. Breathing under the water through his stick. I don't know, no, Tom and Jerry do that.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Tom
yeah.
under there hiding from the bees and stuff.
Alright, so this section of rapids we're getting into now is called the warm-ups. There's 4 warm-up rapids. They warm us up for our first 5. Okay. This first one here, it's called strippers because of this hydraulic that's going to be on our right. I'm going to show y'all a good view of a hydraulic. It's that white frothy wave kind of over there to the right. Okay. We'll kind of float right back downstream of us right now.
Okay.
Kind of downstream to the right. That's one of those hydraulic waves. It's a very strong wave.
We're good.
Let's go forward 2.
All right, now bend up. All right. You're almost right now. Yeah. You can't even tell. It's like nothing happened. Look at these 2 clowns. They fell in, not me. They fell in.
No, we jumped in. You fell in.
Go forward 2 more.